So today I've got a request for a high velocity, slightly longer cardio infused yoga practice. So I'm going to be integrating some yoga, some familiar yoga stuff with some high intensity kind of interval training to really work all the different parts of the body. So we're going to be looking at upper body strength, core of course, glutes and lower body strength. So yeah, should be fun. Let's stand towards the top of our mats, feet hip distance apart. Just draw your palms together at your heart and really feel your feet kind of working into the mat. And I'm not going to offer quite as much instruction in some of the poses today so that we can really kind of get the energy of just flowing and moving and getting really heated. But I want you to be aware of two things. So you're moving from center, and then these two waves. So we've got the lower belly, pelvic, psoas wave moving in and up from here, and then we've got the lumbar wave moving in and up. So we don't want to overdo either one of those. They work together to squeeze and lift and support, and then from there we begin to lengthen the spine. So we always want to make sure that the spine is long, so that that main energy channel in the body is really open, and so that we can enjoy the full effects of the hard work we're going to put in. Great, so from there, I'm going to have you bend your knees. Inhale, elbows, fingertips to the ceiling. On your exhalation, fold all the way down and just begin to move a little bit there. Bending one leg and then the other. Maybe taking the hands around the opposite elbows. A little bit of a swing side to side. Be mindful with your movements and really try to stay connected to the breath. Okay, from there, place your fingertips down, roll to your knuckles, the heel of the hand, step back, downward facing dog. Walk in place there. Okay, from there, you're going to bend your knees and then press your legs straight. We're going to turn the toes to the left, bend your knees and press straight back. And back to center. Swivel over in the opposite direction, bend your knees, press straight back. Okay, from there, we're going to bend the knees, turn the toes. As you straighten your legs this time, you can keep both hands on the floor or you can float the fingertips to the ceiling. If they're there, you're going to just circle that wrist out a few times in each direction. Good, plant the hand back down, bend the knees. This time you're going to straighten over to the other side. Keep lifting the hips, maybe float the top hand to the ceiling. Circle out the wrist a couple of times. Great. Okay, from there, lift the heels up high. Inhale. On your exhalation, wave forwards to the top of a press-up position. Remember, you can always bring your knees to the floor if you need to. Inhale there. On your exhalation, lifting the sides of the belly. Slide the heart forwards, bend the elbows straight back. You're going to drop the pubic bone down to the floor first. Point the toes. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, lift from the belly, lift the heart, take the hands away from the floor. Good, now just take a little bit of a wave side to side so we're not locking into the lower back there. Great, place the hands down, inhale. On your exhalation, press almost all the way back to a child's pose. And then as you come forwards, round through the upper back, lift your knees and come into plank again. Inhale there. On your exhalation, slide heart forwards, bend the elbows so you can come all the way down to the floor, or you can flip the tops of the feet and come into more of an up dog situation. Again, you might want to take a little bit of movement there. Inhale there. On your exhalation, really firm from the lower back spine, so as lifting in and up. Turn on the feet and walk that out. Walk your feet together behind you. We're going to bend everything. Inhale. On the exhalation, you'll either step or take a gentle hop towards your hands. Try and land with the feet a little apart, and then inhale to halfway lift. On your exhalation, gather everything from the pelvic floor and the belly. Good, so we've got the psoas wave, the lumbar wave. Inhale, elbows, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can either step, float or hop back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees as you straighten, take your toes to one side, one foot in front of the other, so a variation of Vashisthasana there, maybe float those top fingertips. Good. Okay, plant the hand down, bend the knees, over to the other side. We'll do that one more time to each side. Keep breathing. Good. Okay, lift the heels up high. Exhale, way forwards. Drop the knees if you need to. Inhale, exhale, slide the heart, bend the elbows. So either cobra or upward facing dog here. And take a couple of breaths here, really seeing if you can get the shoulders back and down and loads of space around the heart, but keep pulling in from the low belly. So we don't want to feel any compression in the low back there. Good, inhale on your exhalation. Really dynamically lift the belly. Good, walk your feet together behind you. Inhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Exhale, step or float the feet towards the hands. Inhale, 2. Halfway lift, exhale, release. Okay, from now I want you to interlace your hands behind your back. Start to work your hands a little bit straighter, your arms a little bit straighter. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And again here you might want to take it side to side just so that you can kind of play your edge of stretch. And then from there we're going to start to bend one leg, straighten the opposite leg. And you might turn in the direction of your straight leg. So you're just really warming up and reaching into the different nooks and crannies of the body there. We're going to release the fingertips to the floor. Begin to bend the knees, send the hip creases back, send the sit bones wide. Inhale, begin to peel up to stand. Keep the bend in the knees, make sure that you can see your toes. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll sit down a little bit deeper. Good, inhale there. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, from there we're going to start to move a little bit more. So feet hip distance, we're going to just simply, and you can always have your hands like you're running here. We're going to run on the spot, right, kind of run, hop, and then take the feet into temple, toes turned out slightly, and sit down there. Hop back to center, 1, 2, temple, sit down for a moment. Good, hop back to center. 1, 2, temple, center. 1, 2, temple, center. Good. Keep going. As you bend your knees, keep your integrity. Moving from center. Good. Great, we'll go a little bit faster. So in all of these, if you need to slow it down, you can, but just keep moving. Good. Last few here, as fast as you can. Good. 3, 2, 1. Stay in tempo. Here's the challenge, to come into it and then stay. Bring your hands onto your waist. Take a few deep breaths there. So regaining your breath, regaining your energy. Beautiful. Okay. Keep the tailbone tucking, keep the front of the pelvis lifting, keep the knees rolling back. Bring your hands onto your waist. Okay, from there we're going to simply lift one heel up and put it back down. Opposite heel up, put it back down. Good. Keep going like that. Very nice. A little bit of a burn here probably. Good, one more time.
And then hold it there, stretch your arms out. We're going to eagle wrap the arms, fingertips to the ceiling. Inhale, keep the bend of the knees. Exhale, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, exhale, inhale, last time. Keep the bend of the knees, elbows out, fingertips out. Eagle wrap the arms the opposite way. Inhale, exhale. Think about what's going on in the legs. Last time. Release, release the arms. A moment here. Inhale, exhale. Straighten the legs. Hallelujah. Release the arms down. Turn the toes to face forwards. And step the feet together. Okay, from here, we're going to step 1 foot forwards. Bend the back knee, keep the front of the pelvis lifting. Again, you can do whatever you need to do with your arms. This will be a little bit of a tough one to balance. And you're going to bend your back knee almost all the way down to the floor. You can even tap it down if it feels comfortable. I'm going to stand back up, step forwards, step back with the opposite foot, bring the knee down, step forwards, back. Okay, you can have your hands out to the side. You can have your hands on your waist. Good. Okay, so to continue with that, you can stay with that, or you can begin to hop a little bit. I find it good to bring my palms together at the center of my chest. So I'm going to hop, bring the back knee towards the floor. Good, and then hop over to the other side. So it's difficult to hold that, to find your balance. But it's possible, and if you wobble, who cares? Just engaging different muscles then. Okay, we'll do one more on each side, and then this time, I want you to end up with your right foot in front. Okay, so keeping the energy in this right leg, I want you to take your arms out to the side, and then place your fingertips on the floor, so making a triangle between your fingertips and your right foot. We're going to lift that left leg up. So this right leg can be as bent as you need it to be, but that left leg in the air, see if you can straighten that out. Good. We're going to inhale, bend both knees in. Exhale as you straighten everything, press. So you don't have to straighten all the way, but just moving in that direction. And then let's try a couple, taking the fingertips away from the floor. Inhale to bend. Exhale, press. That right leg will get really burning right now. Good, last one. Plant the fingertips back down. Place the left foot down. Pick the right foot up, and then we're going to kick it out. So as you kick, ha, from the belly, and really kick from the belly. So inhale, ha. Inhale, ha. Inhale, ha. 2 more. Ha! Ha! Give it a shake out. Beautiful. Okay, feet together. Inhale to halfway lift. On your exhalation, start to pick the belly up as you come to stand. So of course, we've got the other side to do. So palms are going to come back to your heart. You're going to start to jump, taking the back knee down to the floor. Good. Jump. Use your breath. So squeezing the exhalation up. You can breathe through your mouth if you need to. A few more. This time we're going to end up with the left foot in front. Good, and then we're going to frame the front foot. Slide the fingertips out. Take your weight onto your left leg. Keep the leg bent if you need to. Try and straighten out that right leg this time. Good. Okay, so we're going to inhale, bend both knees, so really draw that right knee in. On your exhalation, straighten out in all different directions. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll try a few, lifting the fingertips away from the floor. Do whatever you need to do with your hands. Inhale, exhale, press, inhale. Good. the right leg down, lift the left foot up. 5 Shakti kicks there. Inhale, exhale, ha! From the belly. Inhale, ha! 3 more. Ha! 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 Beautiful. Feet down. Gonna bend the knees. Last one here. For the lower body. Inhale, begin to peel up. Fingertips to the ceiling. Chair pose. Bring your palms to your heart. Inhale there. Sit bones back. Hip creases back. Look at your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Jump to temple. Inhale. Exhale back to chair. Inhale. Good. So exhale on your transitions. Keep breathing. Great. A little bit faster if you can. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yay! Shake it out. Take a few breaths. Roll the shoulders back. And find your breath. Whew. Alright, now we're going to come down onto the mat to work our gluteus maximus or minimus, or working towards a minimus maybe. So I want you to press your palms into the floor and just find the position with your knees under your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. So a little bit of a cat-cow kind of position there. I want you to firm up the lower back spine by drawing the belly in and up. Take your right foot back and then pick the foot up into the air. Okay, so I don't want much to change about the action and the dynamic quality in the belly, but I'm just going to inhale there. Draw a knee in towards your nose, doesn't have to be so far. And then on your exhalation, you're going to start to press the foot up towards the ceiling. So notice I'm not straightening the leg out, I'm just kicking as if I'm trying to kick the ceiling up away from me. Inhale there, exhale, kick it up. Good, inhale, exhale, kick it up, inhale, exhale. Okay, from here now we're just going to start to kick a little bit more. So you really want to feel that your hamstring is engaged there. Good. Beautiful. Draw the knee in, big circle around the hip there, a couple of times in each direction. Good. Keeping on the right side, I want you to take your foot out to the right. You might want to come up onto your right fingertips to make that happen. Still lifting the belly in and up. If that's too much, you can bend that leg. Okay, if you feel a kind of cramping coming on, move a little bit and then go straight back into it. From here, you're just going to begin to lift the leg up and down, just a few inches. Good, breathe. Good, draw the knee in, circle around, press it back out. Now little circles, you can point your toes to do this. In one direction, and then the opposite direction. Good, circle it in, come back to these kicks, up to the ceiling, inhale, kick it up. Good, and then about 10 more kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit back towards your heels for a moment. Great, and then we'll go to the other side. So we're going to draw the left knee in, inhale. On your exhalation, kicking that foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, kick it up. Good, so really feel that action coming from the hamstring, from the left glutes. Good. And then we're just going to kick from here. So imagine that you're kicking the ceiling. A few more times. Great. You're going to circle the knee around a couple of times each direction, and then take the left foot out to the side. I'm going to come up onto the left fingertips. Hold it there. And then begin to take the foot up and down. A few inches. Good, circle the knee back around. Press the foot out, this time point the toes, circles. Good, circle the opposite direction. Good, circle that around, come back to the kicks, inhale, exhale, kick it up. Inhale, exhale, kick it up. Good. And now staying there, we're going to do 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back towards your heels, stretch the arms out. Good, so we're just going to kind of open that out straight away. So we want to be firm, we want to be, sculpted there, but not tight. So we're just going to either come into a cross-leg situation, half lotus, or you can put one shin on top of the other, depends how you feel, or somewhere in between. You'll find somewhere that begins to stretch here. And then just lay your forearms, your elbows down. Maybe fingertips on the floor, get super long through the spine. And just begin to take a little bit of movement. Maybe walking around to one side, maybe to the other side. And just finding a place that really feels like it's working for you. You can bow into it. Keep the belly lifted, the spine long. And then release. And we'll go to the other side. So, other leg on top, cross legs in the other direction, whatever you need to do there. Good, and then begin to move around a little bit. Kind of find the place that's giving you the most juice. And work into that. Keep the spine long. You can bow into it for a couple of breaths. And then slowly coming back to center. Stretch the legs out and just give them a little bit of a shake out. Good. Okay, moving on to our core section here. You're going to have one foot in front of the other. Great, so Siddhasana there. Take elbows as you offer the heart on your exhalation. Squeeze in. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze in. This time, inhale. On your exhalation, pick your feet up. Good. Inhale, offer. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Good. Inhale, don't forget the breath. Working its way up from the pelvic floor. One more time. And then this time, we'll just hold it there for a moment. You bring your palms together, interlace them apart from your index fingers and change the cross of your ankles. So I'm going to inhale and press the feet away. On my exhalation, press down into the sit bones, lengthen the spine, lift the chest. Good, inhale, press away. So remember as you extend the spine, there's that front body lift, back body lift. Inhale. Good. A little bit faster, maybe, but it's not about moving the legs really fast. It's about really squeezing in from the belly, so you're getting as much benefits from this as you can. Okay, without touching the floor to the feet, feet to the floor, you're going to bring your hands behind you, uncross the legs. Inhale at center, exhale, turn and lift. Stack the hips, turn the heart in the direction of the feet. Inhale back to center. Good. Imagine that you're mermaid just flicking your tail there. Inhale back to center. Good. Maybe a little bit faster now. But still with a squeeze, still with that breath awareness. You need to exhale through your mouth. Can feel good sometimes. So we don't want to give them a chance to relax here. So keep going. And then you're just going to come to center without touching your feet on the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl all the way down. Keep the shoulder blades lifted. Take your feet to the ceiling. Good. Bring your hands over your ears. Press your feet to the ceiling. Lift your elbows towards your knees and squeeze in. Okay, from there, Drop your right leg almost all the way down to the floor and then crisscross your legs. Keep lifting the shoulder blades. Take your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Good, back to center. Inhale. On your exhale, switch. Crisscross the legs, so press the inner thighs towards one another. Left elbow to the outside of the right leg this time. Inhale, we'll do one more on each side. Squeeze. Right elbow to left thigh. Inhale. Squeeze. Good. Okay, press the hands, press the feet in the air. We're going to shake them out. Shake them really vigorously. We'll do it for about 5 more counts, and then I just want you to rest, holding your hands and your feet in the air, and just feel the tingle through the hands, through the soles of the feet there. And then draw the soles of the feet together. Take a gentle rock side to side, and rock all the way up to sitting, Baddha Konasana. Begin to bow forwards. Create some space in the belly. Good, and from there, a little bit of movement maybe. And come back to sitting. You're going to take your hands and press from the inner thighs to the inner knees. So not pressing the knees down towards the floor, but just thinking about lengthening out through the inner thighs. And then drawing the knees back together. Wrap the arms around the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and take a couple of breaths there. Alrighty, from there we're going to start to work into the upper body, but we're going to infuse this into a bit more of a yoga flow, so it's a little bit more active. So from there, I want you just to hold onto the backs of the thighs and begin to rock up and down the spine. And think about rocking all the way to the top of the shoulders, down to the base of the spine. And then from there, if you can, you're going to rock all the way up to a standing forward fold. From there, we're going to inhale to halfway lift. On your exhalation, plant your hands down, hop or step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale, wave forwards to a plank position. Okay, from there, I want you to engage through center, lift the sides of the belly, press out through the right foot and see if you can lift the right foot away from the floor. Press it back down, left foot lifts. Good, back down. Inhale, slide the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows, either up dog or cobra there. Inhale, exhale, lift through the sides of the belly. And downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale, wave forwards, top of a press up position. Okay, you're going to step your right hand and right foot off the side of the mat. And back to center. See if you can linger for a second with the hand and foot in the air as you do that. And see if you can really draw up and in from your belly. Good. So foot and hand trying to land at the same time. Hold it up, press it down. 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 Downward facing dog, walk in place. Good, we're going to take the right foot up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach. On your exhalation, bend everything, then scoop knee in towards your nose. Lift hips, step the foot between the hands. Inhale to halfway lift, or it's almost like a halfway lift as you lengthen the spine, and then exhale, press into the front foot, bend the back knee a little bit. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, fist of fire, draw the back knee towards the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach, exhale, you're going to hold it here for a moment, interlace the hands behind the back, and then start to stretch out that back leg a little bit. Keep the front of the pelvis lifting. Inhale here, on your exhalation, bow down, rest your right shoulder on your right thigh, and then release fingertips to the floor. Left fingertips stay down, squeeze inner thighs, right fingertips to the ceiling. Good, bring the palm back down. You're going to lift the foot off the floor, draw the heel in towards the right sit bone, and then press all the way back to down dog split.
From there, we're going to wave forward, shoulders over the wrist, find a little bit more of a plank situation here. So really lifting the sides of the belly, inhale. On your exhalation, right knee to right upper arm, inhale, press it back. Knee to nose, press it back. Left arm, press it back. One more time to each, press it back. Good. Downward facing dog. Walk that out for a second. Walk the feet together behind you. Inhale, bend. Exhale, float towards the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bow down over your legs. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sliding, sweeping the belly in and up, lower back in and up. Elbows, fingertips, exhale all the way back down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, front pull, step back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. From there, lift the heels, way forwards, plank position. Very good. Try that one more time. So lifting the right foot away from the floor. If you really want to challenge there, you might want to take the left fingertips from the floor. Plant them back down. Lift the left foot. Right fingertips, hold center. Plant them back down. Press back, downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, take the left foot to the ceiling. Bending everything. Scoop knee in towards your nose of the hips. Step the foot between the hands. Bend your back leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, slowly come on up. Okay, from there, inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the back knee. Use the breath. Good. It's time to stay low. Interlace the hands behind the back. Begin to straighten the back leg out just a little bit. Inhale, offer the heart. Exhale, bow. Rest the left shoulder down on the left thigh. And then bring the hands down, right fingertips on the floor, squeeze inner thighs, left fingertips to the ceiling. Inhale there. On your exhalation, bring your palms down, step it back. Plank, keep the left leg lifted. Inhale, on your exhalation, left knee to your left upper arm. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, knee to nose, press it back. Right upper arm, press it back. Touch, touch if you can, touch, press it back, downward facing dog, drop your knees to the floor, big toes together, rest your head down onto your hands, take a moment there, in child pose, breathing, see if you can get your breath to go all the way down, through the back of the rib cage, to the belly, to the pelvic diaphragm. And as you exhale, see if you can find that pulse, drawing in and up and lengthening the spine on your exhalation. Okay, to raise your head and draw your knees a little bit closer together. Feel free to put something underneath the knees or on top of the heels there if you need to. Rest your head down on something and then interlace the hands behind your back. And just let the hand actually rest on your sacrum so that the shoulders can really release towards the floor. We'll just stay here for a couple of breaths. Then you can begin to straighten the arms out a little bit more and maybe take the knuckles towards the ceiling. So nothing too intense here. You're going to inhale here on your exhalation. Squeeze the breath up into the belly and then roll onto the top of the head. And then press it back. Inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift the belly, roll onto the top of the head. So there's not a whole lot of weight on the head as you do that because you're engaging your core, hopefully. Good, last time. Beautiful. Release your hands and slowly roll up to sit. Well done. Okay, that was a lot of activity, a lot of energy. So we're going to come to lay down on our backs. Draw the heels in, separate the knees wide, and a little rock side to side there. And we'll take this into a happy baby. So pressing the feet up towards the ceiling, you can either hook the forearms into the backs of the knees or take hold of the outside of the feet so the elbows are to the inside of the legs. And then feel that spreading of the collarbone. Feel the deepening of the groins as you spread the sit bones away from one another. And then take a little bit of a rock there if it feels good. Great. Okay, from there, keep your feet in the air, cross your right ankle over your left knee. And then catch hold of either the back of the thigh or the top of the knee, let the head soften. And maybe take a little bit of a rock there. What is that? Good, and then change sides. So whenever you do these kind of hip opening things that are putting the knee, kind of straightening the knee a little bit, it's good to keep the foot flexed because that kind of keeps the knee a little bit more in its position it's supposed to be in. Okay, from there, you're going to hug both knees in, separate the knees wide and start to circle on the low back. Good. And then you can start to make your way into final relaxation. You might want to lift the hips up, curl, and then roll back down so there's space for the sacrum to rest closer to the floor. And then stretch the legs out, fingertips out. We're going to stretch into everything. Wrinkle up the face. Take the shoulders up towards the ears. Stretch into the feet. Stretch into the fingers. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhalation, let go and completely surrender into the floor. Open your mouth. Stick out your tongue. And then relax the jaw. Take any support underneath your head, underneath the backs of your knees if you need it. And then we're just going to allow ourselves to completely settle into this final pose after all of that movement and all of that energy. We'll begin to reclaim all of that energy and more. Find the connection to your breath. And then for the next few minutes, just ride on the waves of your breath as you surrender more and more with each breath. Begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Take the arms over the head, take a giant stretch, and take a deep breath all the way down into the belly. On your exhalation, let that release. Bend your legs, roll over to your right side. Imagine that now you're made of jelly or jello, depending on where you live. And then keep the rest of the body, the outer body, really soft like jello, but begin to build the spine. Imagine that you're building the spine, rebuilding one vertebrae at a time as you come to sit. And then organically just allow the outer body to follow the line of the spine. Bring the head to center. When the head's at center, to draw the palms together at the center of your chest and just rub the palms together briskly. Cup the hands over the eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. As you exhale, soften the connection between your neck and shoulders. Draw your palms to your heart, take a deep breath in. On your exhalation, bow your head to your heart, to the spirit within.